We believe that the consumer trends around food on the go and the channel trends that are supporting that are going to support strong above overall food industry growth. I also think you're seeing a very strong future for local brands, particularly at the premium end.
How consumers and how Irish society has changed since the recession. So I look at our approach to life, our culture, how it has evolved, and how a new emerging landscape can offer opportunities for Irish companies and for Irish brands. People have a sense that they belong together, they have a collective future, and it's really about replacing the individualism of the boom years. And it's no longer about building brands, it's about building brand communities.
That a brand which interacts more positively at more points in the consumer journey than its competitors tends to win in the category that it's operating in. You know, you create a stimulus for people to consider a brand, and then good luck. You know, you can't really control them. You know, the consumer these days goes off and searches in lots of different ways themselves. They talk to their mates, they look at videos, they ask their whole network of people what they're about, and finally they get to a shelf.
We know our consumer and ultimately our audience are an entirely different audience to what they were a number of years ago, and they are, you know, absolutely empowered from being passive to really, you know, ultimately they're sitting with watching television with your phone in your hand, the iPad, the iPhone. There's a dialogue, they want to interact, they want to hear more through all these different channels, and really the power is in their hands.
You know, there's a continuous growth of the digital connections. The pervasive global mobile usage is just ongoing, and I think there's so much more of a focus becoming on mobile now. It's just going to be immense. And equally, the disruptive power of social networks. And it's impacting on our daily behavior. Texting has become like blinking.
In Valeo Foods now, everything we do is based on insight. So it's absolutely critical that we understand what the consumer wants.
Milk is a superfood. It's got natural protein, vitamins and minerals, calcium in it. But how can you dial that up more? Consumers are looking for more than they've ever looked for before in their products.
Everybody of our competitors targeted mum. I'm this small startup trying to go into a category that is dominated by these multinational players and whose customers are all multinational supermarkets as well. So to stand out, to have any chance of creating any market share, we had to be innovative and different.
The trouble is when you get to the size of these really big drinks companies, they're trying to optimize everything, and they've completely lost sight of what they should be doing in terms of quality and left this massive barn door open for us at Fever Tree to drive through. Niches are good because it means the big guys find it quite boring to try and attack a niche. For God's sake, go and become entrepreneurs, because if you get it right, and especially in food and drink, what could be more fun?